How do I tell my daughter about my father-in-law? With a note from Dad. Hi, Avery. I want to talk to you about Grandpa Jack. Grandpa Jack is a special guy. He is almost 90 years old and still very sharp and smart. I first met Grandpa Jack in 2007, about 17 years ago. He has always been kind, friendly, and polite to me. I was someone living in a different state at the time who was dating his beautiful young daughter. He welcomed me with open arms. Over the years, when Mom and I would visit Maine, we would often stay up into the night and talk to Grandpa Jack about what was going on in our lives and what we thought about what was happening in the world. For 17 years, the three of us have had special, funny, and memorable conversations about sports, politics, and life growing up in Portland, Maine over 80 years ago. I will remember and cherish these special conversations between Grandpa Jack and Mom as long as I live. They are priceless memories that make life worth living. I am so grateful for Grandpa Jack. I love you. Love, Dad. So I wanted to write this note because this weekend we're going to see Grandpa Jack in Maine. And one of the things that's always been fun about all the times I've been up to Maine, even when it was just me and my wife before we had our daughter, was we would always kind of end up at the end of the night talking with my father-in-law for hours about just the most random things, him telling us stories about growing up. And he's had such an interesting life, and he's just such a unique person. He's been a football coach, he's been a mayor, he's been a guidance counselor. He's just seen so much of life and has so many interesting stories. He's met so many interesting people that the conversations that we would always have late at night when it was just the three of us are so special. And he's almost 90. And this was a perfect opportunity to tell my daughter about her grandfather. So my daughter's 5.5, and she doesn't know him as long as I've known him. And I wanted to give her that context to say, hey, you love your grandpa. I love Grandpa Jack too. He's funny, he's smart, and the three of us have our own kind of special bond where we'll all stay up late and talk about stuff. And it's really priceless. Those are the things that you can't buy, you can't get other than by just being a good person and having good people in your life and nurturing those relationships and taking the time to nurture them and care for them. And so I wanted to write, I'm going to share this note with him, give it to him. He's going to get the original copy of this note. And I wanted her to know that her grandfather is very special to her, and he's very special to me. That is today's note from Dad.